Greetings, humans. I come in peace and with podcasts. Welcome to PodNation Media, home of the KJ&A Podcast, The Undiscovered Entrepreneur, Monster Island Film Vault, Cthulhu Jack Presents, and Films and Fermentation. All streaming exclusively on Roku. Business, monsters, whiskey, cinema, chaos. Your ears deserve better. Join PodNation Media before we probe your algorithm.
Films and fermentation, movies and inebriation. It's a neon-soaked vibration, a liquid kind of liberation. Pop the lid and start the show. We got nowhere else to go. Turn the speakers up to 10, then we start it all again. Films and fermentation, movies and inebriation. Films and fermentation, comedy mixed with tasty libations. Films and fermentation libations. Films and fermentation with Leo, Kevin, and Mike.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Films and Fermentation, episode 242. Tonight is the episode that this show was made for. We are a movie and alcohol podcast, and tonight we are talking about movies that are better when you're drunk. So, as I said, we are Films and Fermentation, movie and alcohol podcast. Number one beer podcast on Good Pods, number one alcohol podcast on Good Pods. We're in the top 10 for TV and film reviews on Good Pods. I haven't checked the Madagascar list this week, so I don't know where we are, but I'm assuming we're still number one with the lemurs. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
We're three friends like talk shit about movies while getting shit fixed. This week on Films and Fermentation, we're tackling one of cinema's most important questions. Are some movies actually better after a few drinks? From cult classics and glorious train wrecks to action movies that somehow become masterpieces at beer number 3. We're ranking the films that improve with a little liquid assistance. We'll debate whether this is a testament to the movies themselves or simply evidence that our standards became increasingly flexible as the evening progresses. Expect questionable opinions, highly scientific analysis, and at least one movie that somehow jumps from a 5 out of 10 to an 11 out of 10 after 2 stouts. So grab your favorite beverage and join us as we explore the fine line between cinematic genius and, you know what? This is actually amazing. I forgot to put Fat Man on the list. And don't forget to drop us an email at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsandfermentation. Find all of our social media podcast links. Become part of the Films and Fermentation family by watching us on the PodNation Media Network on Roku, on YouTube, or on Rumble, or by supporting us on Patreon. We are an independent podcast, which means we are listener supported. You can support us for as little as $1 a month to receive members-only content. Buy merchandise at teespring.com or text us at 904-867-4466. We did get an email from Sad Boy, who is somebody who's actually contributed to the show before, to let us know that Kevin and I were talking about a movie last week. I don't remember what the film was, but we mentioned that it'd probably be really good if the remake was directed by Benicio del Toro. And Sad Boy emailed us to let us know that we meant Guillermo del Toro.
I don't know. Benicio del Toro could have been a good director.
I mean, again, we drink the whole time we're doing this show, so who knows what we were thinking.
Not only these movies
Hey.
we're about to talk about are better when we're drunk. Listening to us is better when you're drunk.
Unfortunately, I usually listen on the ride home after I've edited the show, and I can't really be drinking.
So he's only buzzed, you know.
Yeah.
So, like the DJ in Germany used to say, the more you drink, the better we sound.
Except he said it in German, right?
Nah.
He's a
The
hell
more
of a
we
motherfucker.
drink,
What the fuck?
the better we sound. Speaking of drinks, what are we drinking tonight, gentlemen? Mike, why don't you
I'll
go
go.
first? Or
Okay.
Kevin, why don't you go first tonight?
Just you guys are familiar. You were over here. You bided in these over the weekend, so
We drank them.
we did. Not enough because I still got a fridge full of them. I have Sam Adams American Light, which is crisp and smooth and 4.2% alcohol by volume, and I have the Sam Adams Lemon Radler Port Rocker, which is 4.5% alcohol by volume. So I'm going a little light tonight.
All right. Nothing wrong with a little Sam Adams every now and then.
Mm-mm.
Mike, are you doing a blind barrels or you got something different tonight?
Yeah, I'm done with blind barrels until the next batch comes in. So I am drinking some Old Smoky Blackberry Moonshine whiskey.
Okay. Moonshine week day was last week, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt bad that I didn't realize it was Moonshine Day, so I'm making up for it by drinking moonshine this evening. So I am drinking some Old Smokies Strawberry Moonshine, which is it does have an alcohol by volume somewhere on here. It is 32.5% alcohol by volume. That is 65 proof. I am drinking Strawberry Moonshine as well as Mountain Berry Moonshine mixed with it, which is also, this is 40 proof, a little bit lighter. And I'm mixing it with Wild Cherry Pepsi for color. So all that together is pretty good, pretty tasty. It's kind of like a fruit punch that kicks you in the balls and takes your wallet. So, and yes, I do have to work tomorrow. You all right, Kev? Anyway, let's play with Mike's song.
This week in film history with Mike. This week in film history with Mike.
In 1928, Alfred Hitchcock's silent film Case of Jonathan Drew, or The Lodger, is released.
I love Hitchcock. I am not familiar with his silent films. I wish I'm going to have to get caught up on those. Next one, sir.
1947, perennial Christmas film Miracle on 34th Street is released, starring John Payne and Maureen O'Hara, and directed by George Seaton.
We have talked about extensively, especially during our Christmas episode this season, where we talked about originals and remakes. And one that I like the remake, but the original is excellent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, sir.
Okay. 1963, Cleopatra, directed by Joseph Mankiewicz. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And starring Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, premieres in New York City. Then the most expensive film ever made.
Also, then the most expensive box office flop ever made.
And most of that was Elizabeth Taylor's, for her.
No, it was not her salary. It was a really ambitious production with a lot of set designs and special effects. It was trying to be an epic.
It was trying to be the 10 Commandments by Cecil B. DeMille.
Like that, like Ben-Hur, it was trying to be these historical epics, and it flopped at the box office and didn't get his money back. Next one, sir.
1967, You Only Live Twice, fifth James Bond film starring Sean Connery, screenplay by Ronald Dahl, premieres in London.
That's to me one of my favorite James Bond facts of all time. That Raoul Dahl.
James and the Giant Peach, Raoul Dahl.
James and the Giant Peach, and
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
and the glass elevator. Yes, that the witches. That Raoul Dahl wrote "You Only Live Twice." Is
the
this
screenplay? So it went from book to the screenplay.
Who was the villain in "You Only Live Twice"? Do you remember?
It was the spider from the Giant Peach.
Isn't that the one they repelled down into the volcano?
I think so. Yeah, was it Blofeld?
I think so.
Like a Blofeld one, because that was like a Spectre film.
Yeah. Oh, my computer.
Next one, sir.
Hold on. Not now. I gotta tell it not to try to download, update right now.
Boy, this is what happens when we record on Wednesday night. Everything goes wrong.
Yeah. Schedule restart. There we go. Then I'm good. You restart. Where was I at? 1968 U.S. premiere of the horror film Rosemary's Baby, based on the best-selling novel by the same name by Ira Levin.
Yes. Very creepy film, slow burn film. I don't think it would go over well in Kevin's film class.
No, it definitely wouldn't go over well. And honestly, it's a lot of just suspense. There's nothing scary.
It's not like The Omen. The Omen is my like the one I favor more as terms of like children from hell films. But
The Exorcist is mine.
The Exorcist is another one. But like Rosemary's Baby is like children, you said, it's more suspense, but it is pretty creepy. He has his father's eyes. Next one, sir.
All right, where are we at? Here we go. We're going to start a run here. 1981, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first Indiana Jones film, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Harrison Ford, and story by George Lucas, premieres.
I've heard of this movie.
Yeah.
It's come up a time or two.
I mean, totally different movie, but same actor. The kid, my students were going around doing like these survey things with teachers, and one of the questions they asked was, "Who was your favorite president?" And some people were like, Abe Lincoln or whoever they were saying. And they came to me and they're like, "Mr. Leah, who's your favorite president?" I went, "Harrison Ford in Air Force One."
Get off my plane!
And they're like, "What?"
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. You meant Benjamin Franklin.
Just because he's on the $100 bill does not mean he was a president. Next one, sir.
In 1982, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Henry Thomas and Drew Barrymore, was released. That's what the bracket we should have done. We should do best Spielberg movies.
You would have to do
a
70s, 80s Spielberg versus 90s to like 2000 Spielberg.
Yeah.
So this episode will be by the time this episode drops, Spielberg's new film, Disclosure Day, will have hit theaters.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing good things about it. I'm really looking forward to it because it's nice to see Spielberg returning to his alien movie roots. So, next one, sir.
In 1984, Ghostbusters, an American supernatural comedy film directed and produced by Ivan Reitman, starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and Ernie Hudson, premieres.
It's only starring Ernie Hudson in the widescreen version of the film. If you watch the box screen version on TV, he gets cut out in a few scenes.
That wouldn't have happened if it had Eddie.
If it's Eddie Murphy, it definitely would have.
All you hear from the side when there's nobody there, shit, they would have turned you white.
You see him in that scene. It's more the when they're on top of the building at the end fighting the Stay Puft Marshmallow, and there's a few scenes where all four of them are in frame. But if you watch it on the box screen on like the old VHSs, it just the three white dudes and he gets cut off. Next one, sir. Talking about a movie that should have cut a few things out.
1989, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, directed by William Shatner and starring William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, premieres in America.
I have to ask, Mike, because you are the Star Trek guru. Wasn't the whole basis of this movie done in one of the episodes in the original series? Didn't it happen already? Wasn't there a whole thing with the guy kind of fighting himself and he thought he was God or he was,
No, he didn't think he was God, but he was like, he didn't fight himself. He was like interdimensional. It's like alternate dimensions between the two guys, that one. Now, if I wanted to base one that was closer to what was an episode, I would use the episode The Changeling for the original Star Trek, the motion picture. which a robot comes back looking for his creator.
Okay.
Wasn't there was an episode in the original series where they land on a planet where they're kind of like the Greek gods or something?
Well, they find plenty of aliens that are with godlike powers and stuff like that. So
isn't that
one
the
of
one
them,
where
like the
Shatner ends
gods
up
of,
kissing Nichelle Nichols because they make him?
Yeah. Yeah. That's Apollo's.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. So the reason Shatner directed this film was because Nimoy directed the previous two, and he was
They
upset
did so
about it,
well.
and the studio promised to let him direct one. I'm directing the movie where I meet God. Why?
Does
Does God need a starship? Next one.
This one's all for Kevin. In 1997, Batman and Robin, directed by Joel Schumacher, starring George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Chris O'Donnell, premieres in Los Angeles.
It also starred the Bat Nipples.
Nipple.
It also had Alyssa Silverstone in that suit,
That's
though.
Batgirl, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They had badasses in that film too.
She had a nice badass in that.
She had a nice badass.
Yeah, way up it.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
Now we've used that clip enough times now that I've noticed he looks like he's about to say fat ass and then changes it to great ass. It's like the way his mouth moves, he's like, she's got a great ass.
Because he almost got his line, probably.
Next one, sir.
2000, X-Men, first film based on the comic series starring Patrick Stewart, Hugh Jackman, and Ian McKellen, premieres on Ellis Island, New York.
I love the original X-Men film.
Yeah, they could have stopped there.
With that,
They could have stopped on that series right there.
I didn't mind the second one too much.
Actually, I thought the second one was good.
It was pretty
Yeah, equally as good. Yeah.
The third one was where it like went off the rails.
The second one was with, is that the Dark Phoenix one?
No, the second one had a Nightcrawler and was she X-23?
No, this
No.
X-Men 2.
X2
X2 was
had
the one.
Nightcrawler.
It's the one where they're against Colonel Stryker, the one who made Wolverine who he
Okay,
is.
right.
That's
That one,
that
yeah,
one.
that one wasn't that
Yeah.
bad.
Mm-mm.
X3 was the one where they come up with a cure for the mutants.
With the Phoenix and yeah.
Yeah.
When you screw up the storyline to Great Dark Phoenix from the comic books, no.
And I read
First
somewhere that Tyler Maines, right? The one who played
Tyler
Saber
Mane was the one who played Sabretooth.
Mane.
Yeah.
was just he just told people he was diagnosed with breast cancer. So
Oh,
that's
he
a
was
shame.
just in Deadpool and Wolverine
He was as Sabretooth.
as Sabretooth. Next one, sir.
We're going to continue on our comic book movies. 2013 Superman film Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder, starring Henry Cavill and Amy Adams, premieres in New York City.
Yep.
It was way too dark for me. So
It was. It's a shame.
Yeah, like they were trying too hard to make all these heroes like brooding anti-heroes.
Yeah, and that's
Like,
not Superman.
Not
It
everybody.
is for it's for Batman. It's not for
Yeah.
Superman.
Not everyone is Batman. Yeah.
No, and it's a shame because I feel like it's a waste of talent when you have Henry Cavill do such a great job with Superman.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and then you balanced him out with what's his name? Molly Shannon? No, not Molly Shannon.
Molly Shannon is Zod. Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon.
Molly
He-
Shannon. I'm Zod.
Superstar. And then you waste it with what's his name as Lex Luthor, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Oh.
You
Everybody
didn't
went
like
to
Russell
Zack
Crowe.
Snyder
You
cut.
didn't like
Nobody
Russell
wants
Crowe
to
as
say-
his father, though,
Yeah. Yeah.
or Kevin Costner as Pa Kent telling him it's okay to just let people die. So you don't have to give away
Maybe.
your identity. Jesus, that movie was so dark. I didn't.
Yeah.
What I had the hardest time understanding of that film was why did they have to destroy half the fucking Earth to save it?
Because it's Zack Snyder, big destruction.
They destroyed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I liked the new one a lot. I thought the new one had the like cheerfulness and hopefulness that you want from a Superman film. So I'm looking forward to seeing Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mike, next one.
2019, Toy Story 4, directed by Josh Cooley, with voices of Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, has its world premiere.
So I saw an interview earlier today with Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, who were promoting Toy Story 5, and the reporter interviewing them says to Tom Hanks, "Would you have stuck with the franchise as long as you have, if they used the original name for your character?" And he goes, "What was the original name for my character?" And he said, "It wasn't Woody the Cowboy, it was Dummy the Cowboy." And Tom Hanks goes, "I'm learning this for the first time right now."
I'm still trying to figure out how Woody's in the fifth movie when he stayed out with,
I know.
in the Lost Toys.
I also learned today that Buzz Lightyear's original name was Lunar Larry. It's a little too close to Leisure Suit Larry to me.
Lounge Lizard Larry.
Lounge Lizard. What's the last one you got there, sir?
In 2021, Marvel TV series Loki, starring Tom Hiddleston, premieres on Disney Plus.
One of the better series.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it ended, and he's he's returning in Avengers Doomsday with everybody else. I like the thing you sent me earlier. Yeah, we'll mention it when we get to that part later.
It's alternate reality, so.
Yeah. So let's hear some beer news tonight.
Kevin's here. He's here for beer. He's got news. It's beer news with Kevin.
Another summer of nonsense, gentlemen. Another summer of nonsense. Yeah, you know those Pringles that we were talking about a couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Megan and I came across them at a Walmart on 38, and she goes, "You should get these, and you should have the guys over. We should do a tasting." I was like, "Yeah, probably we could do it." If they had like little individuals, that would be better, but whatever. But anyway, here's another gimmick for everybody to look forward to. Coors Light introduces the Taller Boy can. What is that?
This right here.
Most beer drinkers are familiar with a tall boy, but Coors Light is expanding on that concept in anticipation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The beer brand on Tuesday, June 9th, debuted a new Taller Boy canister, a limited edition taller than a tall boy canister designed to hold and chill 3 full Coors Light cans at once. The Taller Boy can.
I'm laughing.
Boy can.
I just read your second headline for the first time.
Is the latest extension of the Coors Light soccer campaign ahead of the World Cup, which is kicking off this month. Earlier this summer, the brand launched the Coors Call, a summer-long campaign featuring legendary Argentine soccer announcer Andres Cantor and his iconic Gol cheer. Coors Light fans can get the Taller Boy exclusively at shop.coorslight.com for $30, which is $29.99 more than you should be paying for Coors Light, dropping on June 11th and again on June 18th while supplies last. The Taller Boy is everything the Coors Call stands for. Brought to life in physical form, Matt Carpenter, Vice President of Marketing at Coors Light, said in a news release.
Best part about that Taller Boy can is after you finish drinking it, you can piss into it and reserve it. Nobody will know the difference.
Wow.
Wow. He went brutal. Okay, let me
Shots
continue
fired.
with this. Ahead of the global soccer event, Miller Lite launched the Miller Time MVP Match Ball, a soccer ball about 50% larger than a standard soccer ball that holds up to 12 Miller Lite cans. Comes with a display stand and is reloadable, but beer not included. Look, the concept is interesting in its appearance, but it's still a Miller Lite, so Miller Lite has made the limited edition MVP Match Ball available through multiple online droppings starting May 20th and again June 3rd. The ball went for $19.75, reflecting the year that Miller Lite was created. The summer is a massive moment for soccer and beer fans alike, said Courtney Benedict, Vice President of Marketing for the Miller Lite brand family, in a news release. As America's original light beer, Miller Lite was made for moments like this. The match ball is our way of celebrating and rewarding the fans who bring the traditions and unmatched energy to every watch party, and a soccer ball that fits a 12-pack, that's just fun. Okay, if you say so. You can spend all this marketing and all this time making your beers better, and that would probably sell more than, taller boys and soccer balls.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
And now for some lighter news. Scotland World Cup fans arriving in Boston say they ran out of beer on the flight.
I was laughing when I saw it.
Logan Airport is looking more like a stadium as World Cup fans arrive dressed in uniform, ready for the games. Some Scottish fans crossed the pond in a kilt for the entire flight. It's better for air conditioning, if you know what I mean. It's part of their ethos. They are known for three things: those kilts, their chants, and their drinking. Been drinking since 1 o'clock in the morning when I got up, said David Wood as he got out of the terminal at Logan on Wednesday. We ran out of beer, and that was my only complaint, said Darren Wilson, talking about his flight. We had
My only complaint.
My only complaint. I thought they were also known for their bagpipes,
We had a round of applause when we landed. I don't know if you do that here. That's a very Scottish thing. The pilot on this flight told WBZ that the beer ran out. They switched to wine. I'm going to have to go have a nice whiskey at my digs. Then I'm going to go about town, said Wood, holding up a bag full of large whiskey bottles. I'm going to find Cheers. That's what I want to do. I want to find the bar
Was he
Cheers.
hiding the whiskey bottles after they drank all the beer so nobody would drink his whiskey?
I watched it when I was younger, and I want to find that bar. Yeah, if you go to Boston, then you have to do it. You have to find Cheers. You're going to be brutally disappointed, but you have to do it.
Kevin and I can attest because we've been to Boston. There's two Cheers. There's the Cheers bar near Quincy Market that is like a representation of the show, and then there's the actual Cheers bar, which is not called Cheers, and which hates when tourists come into the building.
Yeah, you're looking. Yeah, you find the external shot of Cheers, and then you find the actual bar, replica. What did he say? Okay. And it's the spot where everyone knows your name, but by the end of the weekend, Boston will know the Scots, if not by their chanting, then by their attire. Graham Howison and his two sons wore their kilts on the flight to the U.S. It's a bit hot and sweaty, said Howison. It's a bit uncomfortable, but we wanted to represent Scotland, didn't we? Fans showed up ready for the match against Haiti this weekend.
Airflow then if he's hot and sweaty already.
They showed up ready for their match against Haiti this weekend in Foxborough, with some shelling out thousands of dollars to see the team that play in the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. When they first sold, they were $1,200. Now they're selling. Now they aren't selling, and we're down $500. Said Alan Begg, who has tickets for a Scotland match. Carol McNamara bought her tickets online, and it turned out to be a scam. She's out more than $1,300, but her and her family are finding ways to have fun without going to the game. We got scammed is what it is, but we're still smiling, said McNamara. We're going to the fan zones, and we got tickets to one of the pubs.
They're smiling because they drank all the beer on the flight.
Carol's
Oh,
lucky to
God.
get there, as a host of fans struggled to get into the States after their ESTA applications went from approved to pending or rejected. The ESTA is the system that approved travelers getting into the U.S., and it gives a waiver to bypass a visa. Fans were concerned right up until the flight, checking every day just in case. Loads of people spent thousands of pounds, and you can't get your money back, said McNamara. When you waited 28 years, it's a kick in the teeth, I'll say. We were talking to some guys at the pub last night, and they were all nervous too, said Howison. There's been a lot on social media, a lot of people getting knocked back and not getting across and stuff. So it's been a bit of an eye-opener. But here we are. That's outside, so we're nearly on American soil, said Scotland fan Justin Logmuir.
Man, this one went way from, drink all the beer to, we got scammed for tickets.
Yeah. U.S. Customs Border Patrol told WBZ in a statement, in part, the ESTAs are continuously vetting the travelers, must be completed and truthful. Failure to disclose arrests or convictions constitutes misrepresentation and can lead to ESTA denial, revocation of permit bar or a permanent bar from the United States. The French national team also landed at Logan Airport Wednesday afternoon. Fans packed Boylston Street trying to get autographs and photos of players as they entered the Four Seasons Hotel. So,
The French people drank all the wine on the plane.
and ate all the frogs.
How?
So if you are a World Cup fan, now's your time to shine. Just leave some of the beer for the rest of us.
How raucous do you think that Scottish flight was?
Oh, I think it was amazing.
I imagine it was like the Bacchanalia flight from Wolf of Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Just all fucking going nuts. Oy. So I had no song for Leo this week because I unfortunately have an obituary. I should just start doing the obituary separate from the movie updates, and then I can actually play my song.
Movie obits with Leo.
Yeah. Anthony Stewart Head, best known as Giles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and for his recurring role in Ted Lasso, passed away from complications due to pneumonia. He was 72 years old.
I didn't put the two of them together. I didn't realize he was Rupert.
He was the ex-husband,
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca's ex-husband. He was also in one of my favorite David Tennant episodes of Doctor Who. It's the one where Sarah Jane returns. And he recently, as of like within the last 10 years, I want to say, played Frankenfurter on Broadway in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, he's,
He also was
pneumonia.
Early before Buffy was in what was it, Merlin?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, it's worked pretty steadily throughout his career.
Yeah.
And a new Godfather film is apparently in the works. Tentatively titled Connie, it will retell the story of the original film from the perspective of Connie Corleone, who was played by Talia Shire in the original.
So
My personal
promotion of the movie.
My personal guess for the tagline of this film will be "Somehow the Don Returned." To which Kevin sent me a message last night that said Connie Corleone will return in Avengers Doomsday. You cold-hearted bastard! You killed him! You killed him! You cold-hearted bastard!
I imagine a very Mary Tyler Moore opening where you hear the chorus going, "You're gonna break legs after all."
Oh man, I was watching The Godfather yesterday. Oh man, Mike, any must-try crafts tonight?
I do. I have Midas Touch Golden Elixir. Is one of the most unusual beers ever brewed by Dogfish Head Brewery. Created as part of the brewery's Ancient Ale series, it was inspired by a chemical analysis of residue found in a drinking vessel from the tomb of the legendary King Midas in ancient, what is now modern day Turkey. I don't even want to try what the ancient name is.
Phrygia, but I don't know for sure myself. Yeah.
The brewer profile is the style is historical ale, ancient ale, 9% ABV. Ingredients are barley, white muscat grapes, honey, and saffron. It's a deep golden color, honey sweetness, grape-like fruitiness, floral saffron notes, and a dry finish. Sits somewhere between a beer, a mead, and a white wine. Uh, Doug had worked with a biomolecular archaeologist, Patrick McGovern, to recreate what may have been served at King Midas's funeral feast about 2,700 years ago. It became the first beer in Dogfish Head's ancient ale series and developed a cult following among craft beer enthusiasts.
Am I the only one who thought King Midas was a myth? And no, he was a real person.
I knew the Midas Touch beer was pretty good. I have enjoyed that from time to time.
I just was a little taken aback by beer inspired by the chemical analysis of residue found in drinking vessels in a 3,000-year-old tomb. Like,
hey, that's part of my beer trivia too. Is continues with that.
Excellent. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with our main segment tonight. We're talking about movies that are better when you're drunk. Be right back. All right, back from our little quick break. We are looking at movies tonight that may or may not be better when we're drunk. So we're going to take a look at some films that we have designated as the drinking and or high movies, where there's drinking and or highness
Drug
in the
use.
movies already. The movies that are so bad they're better when you're drunk. There are some low rankings here for that. Chaos movies. So these are mostly action films. And we'll talk about whether or not they're better when we're drunk. And then the Films and Fermentation Hall of Fame, which are just a few movies that, even though they have high ratings in IMDb, may have better ratings when we drink. So we're going to mention the movies, talk about them a little bit, talk about the IMDb rating. We're going to decide whether or not that rating is right where it should be, if it should be higher or lower. And if we had a few drinks in us, would that rating get better? So the first one I have on here is Beer Fest, which is from the Broken Lizard comedy troupe, the men who brought you Super Troopers and Super Troopers 2 and Super Troopers 3. This is my favorite of the Broken Lizard films. I've seen this numerous times. It's about a secret international beer drinking competition and the craziness that ensues. Has a 6.2 on IMDb, which I honestly thought was pretty high. I like the movie a lot, so 6.2 sits right where it should be for me, but I really thought a lot of people would have voted it lower. But the Broken Lizard guys have a pretty good following, so I think it's right where it should be at 6.2. But if I did have a few in me, this is a fucking 11 out of 10. I love this movie. Kev, have you seen Beer Fest before?
I know I've caught it from time to time, but I don't think I was drunk enough for it to capture my attention. You know, I'd watch a little bit and then I'd get distracted by something shiny. And honestly, the Super Troopers movies, though I know of the funny bits, I don't think I've ever consistently watched them through.
See, I like the Super Troopers and I like Beer Fest. I like the Broken Lizard guys. They're pretty funny. They used to be a improv group at one point before they got in a movie, so they've been in comedy for a while. Mike, you might like Beer Fest. You probably wouldn't like it, but you might like it because it takes place. The beer festival competition is in Germany during Oktoberfest, and they are trying to beat the German team, who are experts at drinking from Das Boot. The scene that always cracks me up is they're training for the competition. They're having a hard time figuring out ways to drink the beer quicker. And then they discover the recipe for a secret family beer recipe that's like the best beer ever created. And they brew it. They have this whole scene of them, like montage scene of them brewing it. And then they're trying the beer for the first time and they all start crying. One guy's like, "This is the best beer I ever had. Oh my God, I want to put my dick in it." And the guy next to him goes, "I wanted to put its dick in me." And then the one guy goes, "I want to freeze it in the wintertime and skate on it and then unfreeze it in the springtime and drink it." It's a goofy ass movie, man, but I love it. And it's a perfect movie to be drunk while watching it.
Apparently,
Mike has high standards.
I will have to even think. Yeah, I think I have
He
to
likes it, but he
watch
appreciates it in its original French form.
Yes. Second one on the list. I hope you guys appreciate this one a little bit more.
Yeah.
Animal House. Animal House. Animal House, which came out in 1979. This I actually was surprised was so low.
Yeah.
7.4 on IMDb.
Definitely too low.
Granted, it's a pretty decent score, 7.4, but I thought it would have been a little higher considering it's like a comedy classic.
It's the original National Lampoon, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. I believe it's the first National Lampoon's film. The movie that made John Belushi go from SNL to like major star. Probably the biggest name to come out of that film, John Belushi.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say Kevin Bacon made a pretty good name for himself.
I forget he was in
you
it.
See, and that's why this is your little backdoor into 8 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. So you can connect John Belushi to Kevin Bacon in one move. What's some great lines in this? Like fat, drunk, and stupid. No way to go through life, son. Toga. Thank you, sir. I may have another.
What am I?
The first part of this movie is when the one dude sleeps with the little girl and finds out she's like 13.
Oh, you bet. Not about that part.
That was Tom Holst.
Tom Holst, yeah. But like, yeah. Overall, though, I love Animal House. I think to me, without being drunk, 7.4 is really low on IMDb.
Well, you also have a thing for Karen Allen, who I think Yeah.
It was more Donald Sutherland's. It was more Donald Sutherland's bare ass in the film, but yeah, Karen Allen's pretty good too. Do you know why Donald Sutherland did the bare ass scene in the film?
No,
because they had Karen Allen do a bare ass scene in the film, and he did it to help her feel more comfortable. Although I look at it more as just Donald Sutherland wanted to show off his ass. 7.4. I would give this closer to an 8 on a regular road. Drunk. This movie's a 20 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely.
How about you, Mike? What would you say?
Oh, I would definitely go, 8.5, 9, regular. Definitely. I mean, there's no chart high enough of him drunk. I would laugh at everything in that movie.
I laugh at everything in movie sober. I can imagine.
We'd like to sit with your women.
Even the non-funny parts would be freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Drunk.
The whole parade scene at the end. You know what always cracks me up? My favorite, the thing I think is the funniest joke in the whole film is when they're doing the thing at the end where they tell you what happens to all of them after college. And they get to John Belushi and he's driving away in the car with the woman next to him and it says future Senator and Mrs. Blutowski.
I think it's great when they do Needlemeyer.
Yeah.
He was killed
by his own men. He got fragged by his own guys in Vietnam. Yeah, I agree with Mike. Like, this is a hard one to charge with drunk. Next one we have here, I have a scene for this one. There's so many scenes I could choose from this film. Kevin and I saw this in the movie theater in Ocean City, Maryland on a very rainy day.
Yeah, the girls went to go see Eat, Pray, Love, I think.
No, they were with us.
Oh, were they?
The girls were with us for this one because I remember it was so raucous in there. People were laughing so hard. Like, we missed jokes because people were laughing so hard.
Yeah.
But I chose this scene because low-key, it's, I think, one of the funniest scenes in the film.
Hey, Phil, look. He's jacking his little weenus.
Pull yourself together, man.
Not at the table, Carlos.
That's the part that cracks me up the most. He's like, not at the table, Carlos. And then later on, Later on, Carlos gets returned to Kevin's favorite actress, Heather Graham, and we learned that Carlos's real name is Tyler. Did the real Caesar stay here?
It's not it's a satchel.
My beeper working here?
It's a satchel.
It's not a man purse. I used to be a lone wolf, but now he took a punch from the champ.
That whole thing with the Bill Collins in the air tonight. Yeah.
So this is a 7.7 on IMDb, which I actually think is just about right. And was a little surprised to see that it was a little higher than Animal House.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't even drunk when we saw this.
Mm-mm.
And I thought, and I like, busted a gut laughing at it, man. I think drunk, this would be over the fucking top, especially because you'd be in the same condition as the guys in the film. They're in the demonstration with the kids at the police station, and he points to Bradley Cooper, and he starts and Zach Galifianakis starts walking over, and he's like, "No, not you, fat Jesus." The kid chases him in the face.
I also think the clever thing that they've done were there 2 or 3 movies? There were 3, right? 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is the camera that's found at the end, and going through all the photos that you see in the camera.
That's kind of like we didn't take pictures at bachelor parties because of that. 7.7, I think, is just about where it should be. Drunk, this is probably going to be closer to a 9 for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not off the scale like Animal House is, but it is probably a little higher if I'm already had a few in me. Kev or Mike, you have anything to say?
I haven't seen it, so
I know you haven't seen the next one. This is a Will Ferrell movie.
I haven't seen the next 2, so
You never seen Up in Smoke? I thought you would have seen Up in Smoke, man. Cheech and Chong? No?
Nah, no.
Well, let's talk about old school first. This is Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Vince Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
3 friends who are bored with their life decide to go back to college. Not just go back to college, start their own fraternity.
Yeah.
And the fraternity is made up of a bunch of like guys who are rejects from other places in the college.
Oh, so they just took the script from Revenge of the Nerds and made them older.
It's kind of like Animal House meets Revenge of the Nerds a little bit, because they're about like fraternity, and it does have some pretty funny moments, like we're going streaking in the quad, where Luke Wilson sleeps with Alicia Cuthbert.
Alicia Cuthbert, yeah.
Finds out that she's in high school. It's a 7 on IMDb, which I like the movie, but even though I thought that was a little high, this to me was probably like more like a 6.5 range. If I were watching this drunk, I think 7 or 8 is probably right where it would be for me.
It had a balance of people I enjoy and then people I don't. I like Will Ferrell, but I'm not the biggest fan of Luke Wilson or Vince Vaughn. I don't like Jeremy Piven, but I do like Alicia Cuthbert.
I like the scene where Stifler shoots Will Ferrell with the tranquilizer dart.
Yeah. Not a fan of Sean William Scott or Artie Lang.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Juliette Lewis? Give her a chance at least, man.
And honestly, it's the actresses that I'm okay with. Ellen Pompeo, Leia Remini, Perry Reeves. I'm good with all that. Vince Vaughn I'm okay with. I guess I just don't like Luke Wilson so much.
All right. So the last one I have here for drinking and or high movies is a very high movie, Up in Smoke. This is Cheech and Chong, the 70s. Up in Smoke is their first film together. It's a sort of like a road comedy about 2 stoners, obviously, because they're Cheech and Chong. And there's a lot of like really funny scenes in the film, but the one that I decided to pick out for this is Cheech is singing a song that he wrote, and Chong is playing the guitar behind him. And this is the clip that I have.
Mexican Americans don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music and white girls named Debbie too. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B. Yeah.
It's my favorite line in that song. They go to night school where they take Spanish and get a B. Now that is from, they were a stage act before they got into movies, and their comedy act included that song and some other like bits that are in this movie. So that's kind of how like the movie came to be. There's another good one where they're in the car together and they get pulled over by the cops. So he decides to eat all the drugs that they have in the car.
What a lot of people don't know is Cheech Marin is actually Scottish.
And Tommy Chong is actually from Hong Kong. Up in Smoke has a 6.9 on IMDb, which seems pretty appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
If I were drunk watching this, it would probably be in the 8 range for me. Mike has not seen this, which I'm shocked because this is an older comedy. I thought you might have.
No, I've seen Born in East LA though.
I've seen Born in East LA as well. Yeah, it's a little tame compared to this film. The next one, I know Mike had not seen this one, but Kevin and I have. Movies so bad that they can only get better when you're drunk. So these are movies that are really low ranking on IMDb, but obviously are much better when you're fucking hammered.
Being hammered doesn't improve them much, though.
I mean, it does improve them, though.
I don't know. I mean,
so the first one I have on here is The Room, the Tommy Wiseau cult classic. There's a really good, funny movie called The Disaster Artist, which is stars James Franco as Tommy Wiseau, and it's about the making of this film. Pretty funny. But The Room is a movie funded by this weird Eastern European guy. Nobody knows where he got his money from, how he was able to fund this himself. It's supposed to be this dramatic film about a man whose wife is cheating on him. He has come out in later years and said that he knew it was a comedy, which is bullshit. He did not know that this was a comedy. He wanted it to be about vampires, but it wasn't in the budget. And they had bought a green screen for the film, so he made them use the green screen, even though only thing the green screen was showing was stuff that was already outside.
Stuff on the roof.
Yeah. And then this is the most famous scene from the film, I believe.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Lisa, you're tearing me up. And he's the grossest looking fucking guy who has multiple sex scenes in this film where an inordinate amount of time is spent on his thrusting ass.
Did you actually watch this film?
I've watched this 3 times.
Mm-hmm. That's 2 more times than I watched it.
So I watched it once out of curiosity. I watched it a second time because I really wanted to see if it was as bad as I thought it was.
And third time you're a glutton for punishment, huh?
No, the third time I actually was fucking hammered when I watched it. This movie is one where I actually was drunk off my ass, turned on the TV, saw The Room, and was like, fuck it. 3.6 out of 10 on IMDb. That is a rating that comes out of the cult love for this film. There's no other reason for it to have a 3.6. Drunk off my ass, I laughed a lot, so I'd give it probably a 5. That's pretty generous. Yeah, that was pretty generous, a 5, yeah. I don't know if I would be that generous if I watched it again drunk, because I'm definitely not watching it again. If I ever watch it again, I want it to be maybe the result of like a dementia where I forgot I watched it. I can't watch it again. Next one I have on the list is Congo.
Amy, good girl.
5.3 on IMDb. I want to think 5 of that 5.3 stars is because of Tim Curry.
Tim Curry's amazing work as a what would you call him? An Eastern European.
He's like kind of the
treasure
villain,
hunter.
isn't
Yeah.
Douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's also the comic relief.
He's also Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also stars Julianne Moore.
It makes
who
me so
somehow
happy.
recovered from this.
Julianne
Isn't Ernie
Moore,
Hudson in
yeah.
this too?
Julianne Moore. It's
Was it
Laura
Julianne
Linney.
Moore? Oh, Laura
Yeah.
Linney. It's Laura Linney who somehow recovered from this.
Yeah. I love when they take books from one of my favorite authors, Michael Crichton, and they completely put it into a dumpster and light it on fire after taking a dump on it. This was a good book. You know, it was a very good book. It didn't have half the nonsense characters that were in it, you know. But it was a good book. I'll say the special effects were semi decent. I like Stan Winston, but I think it was tough for him. So
Kev, since you're a big Crichton fan, so would you rather watch Congo or Eaters of the Dead?
Ooh,
which would be the 13th Warrior.
So let me. I'm going to bring up 3 films here that are all based on Crichton material that are all worse than the books were because the books were awesome.
Well,
Congo is a good book.
Yeah.
Sphere was a very good book. That movie was a fucking.
Yep.
That was worse than a garbage fire.
Yep.
And Eaters of the Dead, which I don't think was that bad a film. But was or like 13th Warrior is what the film was called.
Yeah,
the book Eaters of the Dead was incredible.
It didn't do the book justice, is what we're.
It didn't do the book justice, but I don't think it was of the 3. It's probably the best of the 3.
Sure.
But yeah, it definitely didn't do the book justice because the book was written as a series of letters. It wasn't like a narrative,
right?
But yeah, I mean, and it also had a cool name, Eaters of the Dead. I would have went to see that in the theater.
Yeah.
Back to Congo, 5.3 on IMDb. Kind of like where it should be. Yeah, I mean, it's better. It's a better film than The Room, so I'm not too upset by the 5.6. If I were drunk, I'd give it a 5.4.
Oh, wow!
Even drunk, I don't think it's that great a movie. Anybody have anything else to say?
I think I trashed it enough.
Probably the only time we've ever talked about Congo on this show.
I'll be like, being drunk, I would probably give it a little higher than a 5.4, just because Amy,
yeah.
Good gorilla. I'd be like, fucking Amy.
Wasn't the gorilla played by like somebody in a suit? Wasn't like somebody in like a gorilla suit, or was it an actual like gorilla?
No, it was somebody in a gorilla suit, and the suit worked okay. It kind of looked
they
like
reused it in Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon. 1989's Roadhouse, not the recent one with Jake Gyllenhaal. This is the cult 80s classic with Patrick Swayze.
I actually think that's kind of a low rating for them.
Pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt.
So I got a clip for this one.
You're gonna be my third in that thing.
Let me play the clip for you real quick.
Here's your burger, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I need another $1.25.
Is that right? Keep the change. Roadhouse.
I have to throw Family Guy in there every now and then.
Oy vey.
Here's another Family Guy clip where him and Dr. House are working on a patient together, and he's like, House, Roadhouse. It's an ongoing joke. You think 6.7 is too low for Roadhouse, Mike?
I think it should be at least a 6.8.
I think it should get at least a 6.9 for the throat rip at the end of the film. Or they sex up against the rock wall.
Just Sam Elliott's in it. It should get a 6.9. For his mustache.
Drunk?
Oh,
It's
come
at
on.
least a 7.5.
Come on. Drunk will be trying to do those fucking kicks and shit.
You walk around the house going, pain don't hurt, and wake up the next day going, pain really fucking hurts.
Drunk, you start turning on the reboot with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I didn't look that one up to see what the IMDb is on it, but I'm curious. Let's see. Roadhouse. 2024 Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal has a 6.2. Wow. A lot of that has to do with the acting skills of Conor McGregor. Mortal Kombat 1995, not the recent one, which is actually pretty good. I want to see Mortal Kombat 2. I gotta try to check that one out at some point. But the original Mortal Kombat 1995 has a 5.9 on IMDb. Kind of think that's right.
It's probably right about where it should be.
I think it's where it should be because I was disappointed, like everybody else, that it wasn't rated R. And didn't really have the fatalities that it should have had. And it is much better than the second film, Annihilation, which has a 3.6 on IMDb. Yeah. Now, it does have one of the best line readings in film history.
There can be only one. Oh, sorry. Same actor, wrong line.
It's the actor. It's the actress playing Katana sees Sindel, who's her mother in the game, and she goes, "Mother, you're alive." And then Sindel goes, "Yes, and now you will die." Mortal Kombat 1995, 5.9 on IMDb. I think that's right about where it should be. I think if I was drunk watching this, I'd probably give it a 6.1.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think it gets that many points.
The graphics can't get any better no matter how.
Although I do like Christopher Lambert as Raiden. Because if he's better at anything than playing a Scottish man from Belgium, it's playing a Japanese man from Belgium. And the last one is an addition that Kevin and Mike said we needed to have on this list. Boys with Robin Williams.
Because I actually watched this the first time drunk. Thought it was freaking funny. I watched it sober. What the fuck did I just watch?
So it's for anybody who's not familiar with toys, it's a movie where Robin Williams is the CEO of a toy factory, but he's kind of a big kid himself, and his sister is played by June Cusack, and she's a robot, and his brother is played by LL Cool J, because of course. And the villain in the film is Michael Gambon, who would go on to play Dumbledore.
When you go from toys to the Good Shepherd, it really shows the growth you have as an actor.
So about Mike Gambon.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Robin Williams because I want to see where toys falls in his career.
Dude, you could do an entire binge watch of Robin Williams' You Need to Be Drunk movies to watch. Between Popeye,
oh god,
Toys.
It's like that
Adams.
Late.
And I love Bicentennial Man, but
I know you do. I'm not a big fan of that. So let's see here. So Toys. Where the hell did this movie come out? Oh, here we go. He had just done, ready for this?
Hook.
So he had just come off The Fisher King in 91, which he got an Oscar nom for. He did Hook. It wasn't a big hit, but still pretty famous for the solid film. Fern Gully, which is, I love that movie. Aladdin in 1992. And then his follow-up to Aladdin is Toys. Luckily, his follow-up to that is Mrs. Doubtfire. And then a few years later, he would go on to win the Oscar for Good Will Hunting. So it kind of worked out for him afterwards. But yeah, Toys is a weird one in the middle of all that.
That was, my God.
So, Mike, I'd watched this sober the first time and then said to myself, I should probably need to be drunk when I watch this. But I was a kid and I was not old enough to drink yet. So I had to wait a few years before I was able to imbibe before watching this film.
You were right, because I was 19.
Mike was underage drinking.
No, it wasn't, because I was in Germany when I watched it. I was legal. I was legal.
So it has a 5.1 on IMDb, which
I think is high.
I think it's a little high. I think this is like a 4.5, maybe, being a little generous.
Yeah. But being drunk, I'd give it a solid 8.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if I like high. Maybe I give it like a 6.5. Like I might give it like another point or so.
I laughed so hard. I thought it was so great.
Now
I watched this. What the fuck?
I haven't watched this in a really, really long time, but I'm debating whether or not I should pop a couple gummies and then watch it.
Now I'm looking at IMDb. I didn't realize Donald O'Connor was the father. How about that?
Yeah, it's a weird cast, man. It's a really weird cast. All right, next is the Chaos movies. These are all action films. Oddly enough, 3 of the films on this list star Nick Cage. We have Con Air.
Really, is it that odd? I mean, are we seeing?
I mean, yeah, Chaos.
Is it correlation or causation?
I saw an interview he did on a show when he was younger. He came out screaming, hollering, and doing backflips and somersaults. I don't know what he was promoting. It was early in his career. He was very young, and he's just like, the host in the back is waiting to start the interview, and Nick Cage is like, I can't hear you because I just snorted cocaine through my ears. It was so fucking weird. Con Air, 6.9. I think it's kind of high.
Yeah.
I actually like the movie. I think it's a fun watch because it's like so over the top. I love John Malkovich in it, and I really like Steve Buscemi in it. I think Nick Cage is the weakest part of the film. I think the best part of Nick Cage in that film is his hair. In the 90s, Nick Cage did a lot of hair acting.
Yes.
It's like every role had a specific hairdo. Con Air gets a 6.9 on IMDb. I think that's a little high.
Little
maybe 6.3, 6.4. Drunk, this movie is a fucking 12. I don't know how drunk Kevin has to be to enjoy Nick Cage performances, but
I should be incapacitated if that's the case.
Kevin should wake up the next day and go, did I watch a Nick Cage movie last night?
Did I watch Nick Cage? Oh, I gotta wash my eyes.
Mike, do you agree with me on my assessment of this film?
I think it's a little high there. I think I don't give it a 12. I would give it, maybe a 9.
See, I appreciate Nick Cage's hair acting more than Kevin does. That's what it is.
I appreciate.
You just say I appreciate Nick Cage more than Kevin does, and that would be
Next one on the list is Point Break. We're of course talking about the original one with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, not the pathetic remake that came out like 10 years ago. I have a little clip for this one.
Wake up call, man. I am an FBI agent. I know, man.
He says I am an FBI agent like he's getting an eye test. FBI.
No one ever said he was a great actor.
It's funny because like early in his career, there were a couple movies where I would have said that he did pretty good. So like he was good in Parenthood. He was good in My Own Private Idaho.
He was great in Bill and Ted because he was playing to
himself.
Yeah.
And but then you get Point Break, and so then like in the mid 90s, he's doing action films. He's got Point Break, he got Speed, which they are fun films and good films, but not really because of him.
The Lake House.
The Lake House. Even this fucking Lake House movie, man.
You got The Matrix, which I don't think it's all about him either.
Well, I mean, that's about the visuals and the fighting and the
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic. That's a cult classic. I like Constantine.
I like Constantine.
I kind of enjoy Constantine. Now, Point Break, it's got a 7.3 on IMDb, which I'm really shocked it was that high. I mean, I'm not.
Really? I thought that's a little low for that movie.
You thought it was a little low? I thought 7.3 is pretty good.
I would say 7.5.
I'm not saying I would give it less than a 7.3. I'm just saying I thought it would have been like less than a 7.3.
People love that movie.
Yeah, People love.
I heard in the remake, instead of using Nixon mask, or not Nixon mask, Reagan mask, they use Obama mask.
Well, wasn't
I
all,
never saw the remake. I have no idea.
It was all presidents in the original. It wasn't just Nixon.
they were the presidents. They had like a name they called them.
The dead presidents. Yeah.
Yeah. Who directed this film? Can you name? This would be James Cameron's wife, Catherine Bigelow.
Wow.
Catherine Bigelow, who used to be married to James Cameron, and then beat him for the Oscar for Best Picture for The Hurt Locker.
And he divorced her for it.
He divorced her way before that. 7.3, pretty good. I think drunk, I'd probably be like around the same range.
Yeah,
not exactly a hysterical movie when you're drunk.
No, I don't.
Face Off. Face Off is a hysterical fucking movie sober.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's a 7.3.
Oh, people love this. You're talking about people loving Point Break. Face Off has a following. This movie is about as bad shit can get. The premise.
Yeah. Well.
I want to take his face. Oh.
And they switch faces.
The best part is Nick Cage was coming right off of, I want to say he was coming right off of Con Air and going right to the lot to start filming Face Off, and had no time to prepare or really read the script. He was just kind of like going from one film to the next. And so he and Travolta really didn't work out how they were going to act as each other. And it didn't matter because both of them overact so bad in this film that they still are the same person. It's like bad shit, this fucking movie.
Yeah, ain't it cool?
So you want a movie that has a car chase in it? Face Off has it. You want a movie with a boat chase in it? Face Off has it. Oh, you want a movie with a plane chase in it? Face Off has it. This movie has it all. Oh man, 7.3 on IMDb. Again, it's a cult classic rating. That's why it's so high. Drunk, man. If I gave Con Air a 12 out of 10 being drunk, this movie's like a 15. This movie's a fucking good time when you're hammered. Anybody got anything else they want to say about that, or should I move?
I would probably move on.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is a movie about drugs and alcohol.
Yep.
Starring Johnny Depp and our favorite director, Benicio del Toro. Movie has a 7.4 on IMDb. I think that's pretty good. I don't think it would matter more if I was drunk or not. This movie is pretty crazy to begin with. Train Spotting, 8.1. That deserves an 8.1. Train Spotting is an amazing movie. Very well acted. I don't know if being drunk would affect it that much, considering it's a movie about heroin use. So I'm going to say that stays where it is. And then Ghost Rider, which we added earlier, another Nick Cage classic, 5.3 on IMDb. I think that's pretty high.
I'd agree.
I mean, Spirit of Vengeance has a 3.6, the sequel, and I think it should be about a 4.6. Only slightly better.
Yeah.
The only thing that redeems this movie is fucking Sam Elliott.
This movie is Sam Elliott, redeems on this, tonight.
When Sam Elliott turns into his Ghost Rider with the fucking Ghost Rider horse, I'm like, that's badass shit. Too bad the rest of the movie happened. I would have rather had a movie of Sam Elliott as the original Ghost Rider in the Wild West. 5.3 on IMDb, a little high.
Yep.
This is the only movie I think on the list where if I was drunk, I'd give it a lower rating. So it killed my buzz. All right, the Films and Fermentation Hall of Fame. Let's blow through these kind of quickly here. Big Lebowski, 8.1. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay?
Yeah.
Drunk?
Yep. Drunk, 10. 10. The whole Stanley Tucci. My God. Who Who am I thinking of? Bowling Jesus. Jesus.
You're talking of John Turturro.
John Turturro.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
What's the thing he says? John Goodman says, "That's what you get when you fuck a stranger in the ass." That's the line he says in the movie. He goes, "This is what happens when you try to fuck a stranger in the ass." And they changed it on TV in the edited version to like, it's something like, "That's what you get." Oh my God, I can't remember what it was. And it's so stupid. I'll see if I can find it, figure it out. While we talk about Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I think 8.1 is low.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, considering it's like a classic comedy, man. We did a whole episode on Monty Python.
I don't know if I'd want to be drunk watching this because I feel like I'd miss too much from silliness, you know?
Oh, here it is. Big Lebowski. The original line is, "That's what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass." On TV, it was replaced with, "This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps."
Whatever.
But back to Monty Python.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a 9.
It's a 9. If I got drunk.
If I was drunk, I think it would be worse because I think I would not. I think I enjoy this movie so much that I don't care if I'm drunk or not.
I think at certain parts I would laugh even more. And that would make, I would probably leave it as a non-drunk because I would laugh so hard at the point that I thought was funny that I missed whatever I missed. I laughed hard enough to cover it.
I also kind of think like if you're already giving it a 9 sober, it really can't go that much higher when you're drunk. So, Airplane 7.7 on IMDb.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of low, but I also think it's because more modern audiences probably don't appreciate Airplanes.
The youths don't get it. They don't get.
They don't get it.
They don't get it. They don't get parodies.
I chalk drive.
How do you like your coffee? I like my coffee like I like my men, strong and black.
He never asked for a second cup at home. Looks like I picked the wrong.
Surely you're not serious.
Sniffing glue.
Call me Shirley. Or like the blow up autopilot smoking a cigarette after getting blown up. Airplane's a 7.7 on IMDb. I think that's low. Drunk, this is definitely a 10.
Definitely.
Yeah. Buddy couldn't hack it.
What's that? What are you going to say?
Buddy couldn't hack it. No, Buddy was great.
I speak jive. Shaun of the Dead, 7.8. Probably my favorite zombie film of all time, and it's a comedy. I think it's low. I think it's at least an 8.
Yes.
Drunk, definitely a 9, maybe a 10. Tremors, the Kevin Bacon classic.
Why do I think that's high?
I don't think I love Tremors. Are you kidding, man? 7.2, that's fucking low. This movie's awesome. It's a send up of B films of the 50s. It's awesome. If you watch it like a B film from the 50s, 7.2 is pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not what it was meant to be.
So you watch it drunk. And then it's an 8.
7.2.
And it's an 8. Army of Darkness, 7.4. I thought that was
some sugar,
fun.
baby. Yeah.
I love Army of Darkness. I like Sam Raimi. I like the Evil Dead series, but I actually thought that was kind of high considering. To me, the 7.4 would probably be where it was if I was drunk while watching it. All right, this is a weird one. So again, this last part of the list, I didn't really make up myself. I did this through like researching other sites. Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy? Oh, I love Galaxy Quest.
I think Galaxy Quest is one of the best Star Trek films ever made. And 7.4 is really low.
Mm-hmm.
Right where it needs to be.
You think it's right where it needs to be, 7.4?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Galaxy Quest. I think Galaxy Quest is like a 7.8.
I think the 7.4 is only because of Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman's amazing in it.
Yeah, if Alan Rickman wasn't in the movie, that would be a much lower movie.
I don't think it's a movie, though, that is affected by drunkenness. I think it kind of stays where it's at either way.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. Super Troopers. I think I'm the only person here who's watched the movie multiple times from front to end.
Mhm.
Like Beer Fest. I like the Broken Lizard guys. I like this movie, and I like it sober and drunk. And the last one I have here is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I, of course, have a scene from.
Come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain is really to blame. So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
Oh, great Tim Curry.
Was that him singing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know.
That is him singing, man. That is his voice.
I think he originally did the stage production before he did the movie.
He did, yeah. I think he was in the stage production. He's amazing in it. I like that. There's that old meme, like how old you are by which Tim Curry movie you identify first. And like, for me, it's Clue. That's my favorite Tim Curry movie. But then it's Rocky Horror and The Worst Witch.
Well, not
and
the
then,
first
and then one too. He's in The Worst Witch. He's the
he's the
vampire
warlock.
Yeah.
What? Not the Three Musketeers?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Three Musketeers too. He's great in Legend as the devil.
Yes.
He's great as Pennywise in It.
I think 7.4 is a little low for me because I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I think it's about right because it's very, very niche. Like, not everybody loves Rocky Horror. The audience really has to be like specifically like I like Rocky Horror, so I think 7.4 is probably pretty good for it. But like, I agree. Like, some people like you would probably think it's higher because like you have a different, appreciation for it.
Because I've seen it in the theater with the groups that did crazy with.
I used to go to the participation shows with Katie back when we were dating. Yeah. Drunk? At least an 11. Turn it up to 11. This fucking movie. Man, we should do we got to do an episode on the career of Tim Curry at some point. I think that'd be sort of a really fun episode to do. I heard he's coming out. He's going to be doing a movie or a TV show or something soon. Even though he's in a wheelchair,
incapacitated.
He has
he has very limited mobility.
Very limited mobility, but he's going to be performing in something coming out soon. I read somewhere. Can't remember what it was, but he is going to be doing some acting again soon. Mike, you have beer trivia for us tonight?
I'm going to continue from my my must try beer. The Midas Touch beer from Dogfish Head Brewery was inspired by chemical analysis of drinking vessels. Found to believed to belong to the legendary King Midas. It combines ingredients associated with ancient beverages, including honey, saffron, and grapes.
I might be doing some research on who King Midas might have been. We have a cinema quote of the week. Yeah. Cinema quote.
The problem with the world is that everyone is a few drinks behind. Humphrey Bogart.
I thought that was apropos for our show.
Yeah, Humphrey kind of sounded like Audrey.
Yeah. Kev, I guess the Sam Adams were pretty good, right?
Yeah, they were fine. They were good.
Mike, your whiskey was good, I'm assuming?
Yep.
I killed the rest of my strawberry moonshine and most of my mountain berry moonshine, and really have to go to the bathroom right now. So like I'm pretty sure I'm feeling pretty good. In fact, I think
I'm in danger.
And I still gotta get up and go to school tomorrow. Thank you for joining us tonight for episode 242, Movies That Are Better When We're Drunk. We hope you enjoyed listening to the episode tonight as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. Remember, you can email us at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com. Go to linktree.com/filmsandfermentation to find all of our social media podcast links. Watch us on the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku. You can watch us on YouTube or on Rumble. You can go to Patreon to support us at patreon.com/filmsandfermentation. or you can even text us at 904-867-4466. And don't forget to stop by the Crossroads between Pickled and Fermented next time around for episode 243. Next week, we are going to do a draft episode. We haven't done a draft episode in a while, and we decided that this time around, we're going to be drafting sports movies. So drafting baseball, football, hockey, whatever it might be. We may have a guest next week. We may not. I'm not sure. It might just be the three of us. But either way, I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.